Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Hey, handsome. This is gonna be a long night, but these shots are turning out great.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it on. Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan! Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry!
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head. I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you. You a fishing man, Mr. Wake? Oh, doesn't really matter, I suppose. But it can be very relaxing out there. You can't get me off the water this time of year. Closest thing to heaven.
I'll take your word for it, Doc.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me, I need to take this. Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
Mr. Wake, can I help you with anything?
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor.
I need more light in here. God damn it, more lights. Hey, mister. Hey, can you turn the lights on? The deputies, they don't understand. They won't listen to me.
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left. The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car. Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business. Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Al, what the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood... A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent and...
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh!
Hey!
Oh, my!
Take it easy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him!
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you. And she was very helpful when I was looking for you. Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car, just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do you
and
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap.
Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No, this whole thing. Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too. If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that.
If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha! Let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now. Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flash. That's just crazy talk, Al.
Cara, o Barry
Al.
fala demais.
Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry! They'll kill her!
Fala.
This is not a goddamn debate, Barry.
Parecia que
I'm going to Lover's
Barry
Peak.
fala.
He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
A história tá legal, pelo menos, né? Pra quem gosta de história, eu gosto de história. Bacana. Fica aí, Barry.
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over again.
Eu queria fazer com tanta garrafa. Nossa, contei 13 de 106 páginas. Isso que ficou 3 pra trás, né? Eu não sei ainda pra que servem essas garrafas. Acho que falou lá que eram colecionáveis, né? Tem nada aqui. O Bear ficou lá em cima. Tá parecendo o chalé que eu fiquei caminhando. Deixa eu ver isso aí, né? Aí a porta. E bora pra lá por esse pique. Deixa eu ver se a porta não abre. Essa não abre, aquela não abre. Quem sabe? Tem que ir caminhando até lá, né? Nada aqui. Se tem alguma coisa aqui ao redor da casa. Geralmente tem alguma coisa. Falei. Deixa eu escutar aqui o meu retorno. Tá bom, retorno. Bora lá. Não vai ter manuscrito não, né? Sabia que esse negócio de ficar atrás de manuscrito, garrafa, atrapalha um pouco o jogo? Porque você tem que, ó, por exemplo, eu tenho que sair do caminho, né, do jogo, pra vir pegar uma garrafa aqui, tipo, um lugar nada a ver. Eu acho que é ruim, tinha que ser no caminho.
Al, Wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Walk through the door now.
Peguei revólver de novo. Eu peguei esse revólver, né? Manuscrito no meio do caminho. Esse tá certo.
Barry had the keys to the car he rented. Wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to me in the forest.
Então pega, caramba. Tem que andar até lá.
I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage. No plan, really. Just taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
O negócio tá ficando violento já. Tá velho demais.
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization. But some crimes are impossible to punish, especially in Night Springs.
Parei. Peguei um lá embaixo.
Rose knew that Rusty was in love with her, and she liked him too. She liked him a lot. He taught her to dance, and life had certainly taught her the value of a man who was gentle. He treated her well.
Rosie Roost.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave.
Caramba. Tá seguindo o roteiro. Vai salvar aqui, ó.
Vision left me weak. This was no head injury.
Damn. Rusty, hang on! I'm coming! Please, help me!
Poxa, eu voltei.
Mr. Wake?
Oh, hell.
It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back. Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened. The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on. I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on. Rusty! Rusty! The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness. Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Please don't feed the animals.
Fishing
is only permitted
for those
visitors
who purchase a park
fishing
license. Obey
ranger's instructions
at all times.
Rusty? Rusty, no!
Never
closer than 100 yards.
Two bears and wolves never approached any other wildlife closer than
25 yards.
That's us, Bailey.
At all times.
Never leave your pet
unattended.
It is
against the law
to remove any objects or historical artifacts from the park. This includes even rocks you may
find along the river,
or even simple berries.
Que treta do caramba. Ó, você pique lá pra baixo. Pra cá. Tinha um buraco ali, né? Eu tenho que descer por aqui. Isso mesmo. Vai pra lá, esse pique. Acho que cansa rápido demais. Foi nessa hora.
What? What the hell was that? I saw it from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
Passei aqui já, hein? Deixa eu ir pra baixo. Tem que descer. Isso é certo. Tem que descer. É meio. Dá meio tensão, né, gente? Jogar esses jogos assim. Eu fico meio tenso. Ah, quase que eu matei o meu agora. Um cara mais na tela, mas era eu. Controle avançado. Lover's Peak.
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
Tá aberto aí? Tá aberto. Tem aqui, né? Ah, que a gente achou aqui, tá vendo? Mas capeta. Só tem 2 tiros. Não foi um achado assim. Lovers. Pico dos amantes. Deixa eu ver quebrou alguma coisa. Pega o bonezinho. Posso não usar nem o banheiro que eu me empurrei aqui agora. Sem bala já, velho. Não tem como ir lá, né? De lá eu não vi, acho que eu vou pra lá ainda. Parece que eu vou subir pra ali. Tá ficando mais escuro pra esse negócio aqui, né? Mais breu, subir. Tem uma luz. Uma luz. Ai, mais munição de escopeta. Galera, um minutinho que eu já volto. Voltamos. Vamos pra história, terminar já. Tinha mais de 200 anos de idade. De acordo com as lendas locais, ele se estendia para além das estrelas. Após ser derrubado, sua altura foi constatada no valor de 66 metros. Para um recorde. The Great One On, filled by lightning, 1937. Esse aqui. Aqui não desce. Quase não deixa eu pegar a bala aqui, né? Acho que eu passei por uns. Ah, não, tá certinho. Peguei todos os pergaminhos. Ah, tem uma página faltando já. Pensei que tinha pego tudo certinho. Deixa eu ver uma coisa. Acho que aqui foi onde eu vi lá em cima, né? Foi, ó, tava vendo dali, ó. Esse aqui eu tô com a pressa aqui pra nem ver, tinha alguma coisa no caminho. Acho que não. Se eu volto, eles voltam, você viu? Gente, que é pra não voltar. Ele cansa muito rápido a noite. Pássaros malditos. Tem um filme dos pássaros malditos, quem lembra aí? Ixi, o cara correndo ali. Vai ser elas passar ali sem bala. Oregon. Total de hora que foi assinado. Outros. Não vou ter como seguir aqui. Tem bala? Esse é o caminho que eu tinha que ir mesmo. Vou impactar. Lá nem consegui porque eu tava sem bala.
Come on, we gotta get moving. More of them coming.
Oxe, do nada apareceu um cara fora daí.
That flashlight's kid stuff. The flares will keep the bastards away.
You can see them too?
Hell, of course I see them. Come on, we gotta move.
Why?
Because that's the way the story goes.
Yeah, but...
Let's move!
I lost my gun back there.
Oh, I've got a gun. Just keep that light steady on him.
It took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with Alice. He knew my name. We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
Come on, Wake! You better keep up. You set him up, and I'll knock him down, Wake. Damn it! That's what I got for you! Lover's Peak. Right up these stairs, Wake. Use the flares from the emergency box to hold them off while I get these boards off.
Give me the gun.
Yeah, no can do, Wake.
Are you kidding? Give me the gun!
No time for back talk. Hold them off, damn it. Just a little longer. Scare them off. Get some light on those bastards. That'll keep them off us. Just a little longer. I almost got it. Okay, it's open. Move it or lose it. Oh, you feeling better now, Wade? All cozy and safe.
Tinha alguma coisa lá embaixo que eu não peguei, hein,
Better
velho.
get ready. They'll be on us soon.
Siga o sequestrador. Acho que tinha alguma coisa lá embaixo que eu não peguei, ó.
This is it, Wake. The last stand. There's more flares here. Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming.
Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming!
That's not how this goes. Get with the program, Wake. Die already, die! Bullseye! What I got for you? Bring it! Monster! Oh! Stop fighting me! Oh, boy! Get some! Ah! Got it, boy! Scream, goddammit! This is a piece of cake, Wake! I got your number, boy! Die already, die! See? Nothing to it.
Você é doido.
Let's cut the act now.
Acabou tudo, velho.
Where's my wife?
I knew you were gonna say that. I read it all before. You're a hell of a writer. Congratulations. You're gonna bring about something glorious and terrible once we get you some proper editorial control.
What the hell are you talking about? Where's Alice?
I want the entire manuscript, or she's gonna suffer bad.
You touch her now.
Agora lascou.
You're gonna give me the manuscript or you'll be sorry. No! Come back here! I swear I'll kill you if you hurt Alice! Do you hear me? Come back here!
He had Alice, and he wanted the manuscript because he thought it held some magical power. But I had no manuscript to give him. I had to get back to Barry and figure out my next move.
Os caíram, quero bastante coisa, né? Uma seta ali. Eu acho que eu não... Ah, tinha um baú lá quando eu fui pegar a espingarda, né? Eu não abri. Que é? Isso aqui significa que é sinalizadores. Realmente não acredito que tem que ir. Na mão, né, Rick? Com na mão. Tem cara lá. Ah, não, ali.
What the hell?
Rusty had warned me about these traps. It hurt like hell. I was stuck.
Daí, senhor Wick. Fica tenso, né, velho? Não tem o que falar não, né? Fica tenso no carro. Quando faz isso aí é que tem bicho. não tem bicho pra lá. Pra chegar em Lovers Pita. Bem lá em cima, né? Recomeça daqui. Isso significa isso. Uma garrafinha de café. Podia dar mais estamina, mais alguma coisa. Não dá nada. Aqui não tem nada. Não tem nada.
I had heard the plane fall. It made no sense. It was clear that it had just fallen here. It was very old and obviously hadn't flown in decades. Looking at it sent a shiver down my spine.
chega aqui, velho. Ai, eu tô longe mesmo. Vira, né, pai? Faltou um. Faltou 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 6, 7. Faltou 7. Foi esse negócio aí que eu bati naquela outra vez, né? Pode subir não. Você é doido? Não para de subir não, velho. Aquele jogo de escala lá. O pessoal tava jogando tempo aí. Ah, cheguei aqui, vou pra outro lugar. The darkness.
Be aware of Widowmakers.
escuro. Não é aí, né, filhote? Está ficando mais escuro. Grounds.
Hazardous occupation.
Até que ele deu conta que esse bichão aí era mais forte. É, desci. Eu já vi.
Barry?
Ow! The porch is covered with birds. They've got all Hitchcock on me.
Stay out of sight. I'm on my way. Don't open the door.
What am I, crazy?
Stay hidden. I'll be there soon. Just make sure you keep the lights on. I still had to reach Barry at the cabin, but at least I was out of the woods. I'd have to get the car from the locked garage. It would get me back to Barry faster, and the headlights were a welcome bonus.
Não vou ler esses manuscritos não, será que você não lê? Não vi nada.
A story is not a machine that does what you tell it. A story is a beast with a life of its own. You can create it, shape it, but as the story grows, it starts wanting things of its own. Change one thing and you set off a chain reaction that prevents the stories. Characters have to be true to themselves. They have to follow a logic that fits the story. A single flaw and the magic is gone. The story dies. Alice dies.
Do nada o cara apareceu assim, né? Susto do carro. Agora eu tomei susto.
The flare gun was probably the best weapon I could imagine against the dark things I was facing. It was the kidnapper.
You son of a bitch! Where's my wife?
Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need a week.
It's not done?
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife. If not, well, get me?
Yes, I get you.
Mas a mulher dele não caiu, mano? A mulher dele caiu na água.
Barry had talked about birds over the phone.
glad you're here. A couple of them got in here before I blocked the chimney. This isn't normal. These birds are weird.
gone.
Hey, Al. I'm sorry for thinking you were having a psychotic episode, man.
Agora acho que tá surtando, né? Acabou.
I sent Barry to the town to ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description. He'd go through the archives of the local paper. Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back. For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche, a tool to use in writing fiction. Now, it was happening for real, and I couldn't put a single word on paper.
Capítulo 3.
Barry Wheeler speaking.
This is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet, brilliant girl.
Could you and Mr. Wake come get them? I live in the trailer park outside the town.
We'll be there in less than an hour.
I know.
See you soon.
Have a great day. Hope you come back soon. Welcome to the old dear diner.
Good girl.
Fim do capítulo 2, certo? Então a gente volta no capítulo 3. Fechou? Valeu, tamo junto.